Hey there, welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll be diving into 3 powerful lessons from Alan Watts that have helped me and millions of others to deal with anxiety. How many of you have felt that tightness in your chest, that racing heart, that overwhelming sense of worry? Anxiety is something we all experience, but it doesn't have to control our lives. These lessons aren't just abstract ideas, they're practical tools you can start using today to find more calm and clarity in your life. So, let's dive in. Number 1, don't fight anxiety. Imagine yourself standing on a beach, feeling the sand beneath your feet and the wind in your hair. The waves are crashing on the shore, each one a powerful force of nature. And you're trying to stop them with your bare hands, reaching out in a futile attempt. It's a futile effort, right? No matter how hard you try, the waves keep coming. You can't stop the waves from coming. They are inevitable, just like the ebb and flow of life. Anxiety is much the same way. It comes and goes, often without warning. When we resist anxiety, when we fight it and try to push it away, we actually empower it, making it stronger. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The more we push, the harder it springs back up, defying our efforts. There's a beautiful story in Zen Buddhism about a samurai warrior who asked a master how to deal with fear and anxiety. The master simply replied, "Let it in." These 3 words held profound wisdom. The warrior was confused, but the master explained that by accepting fear, by not fighting it, the warrior could move through it with grace. The same principle applies to anxiety. Acceptance is key. When we acknowledge it, when we allow ourselves to feel it without judgment, we create space for it to pass naturally. It's like watching a cloud drift by in the sky. We don't try to grab it or push it away, we simply observe it until it's gone, knowing it will pass. This doesn't mean we should wallow in our anxiety or let it consume us. It's about finding balance. It's about shifting our relationship with it, seeing it from a new perspective. Instead of seeing it as an enemy, we can learn to see it as a wave, something that will rise and fall, ebb and flow. Our job is to learn how to surf those waves, to ride them out instead of letting them crash over us, finding our own rhythm in the process. Number 2, becoming aware of your thoughts. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. They are the silent architects of our lives, shaping our experiences and guiding our actions. They have the ability to shape our reality, to influence our emotions, and to create the lens through which we view the world. And to dictate our actions, often without us even realizing it. But often, we're not even aware of the thoughts running through our minds. They operate in the background, influencing us subtly yet profoundly. Imagine your mind is like a mirror reflecting your surroundings. Every thought is a reflection, shaping how you perceive the world. If the mirror is dirty, the reflection will be distorted. Similarly, if our minds are clouded with negativity, our view of life becomes unclear. In the same way, if our minds are cluttered with negative or anxious thoughts, our perception of the world will be skewed. We see through a lens of worry and fear. Mindfulness is the practice of cleaning the mirror. It's about clearing away the mental clutter to see things as they truly are. It's about becoming aware of our thoughts without judgment, simply observing them as they arise and pass away like clouds drifting across the sky. When we practice mindfulness, we create space between ourselves and our thoughts. This space allows us to respond rather than react. We realize that we are not our thoughts, we are the observer of our thoughts. This realization is liberating. There's a Zen story about 2 monks walking through a forest. This story beautifully illustrates the power of our thoughts. They come across a muddy path and see a beautiful woman struggling to cross. One monk picks her up and carries her across the mud. They continue walking in silence, and after a while the other monk says, "Brother, you shouldn't have done that. It's not right for a monk to touch a woman." The first monk replies, "I left the woman back at the muddy path, but you're still carrying her." This story beautifully illustrates the power of our thoughts. We can choose to hold on to thoughts that no longer serve us, or we can choose to let them go. The choice is ours. By becoming aware of our thoughts, we gain the power to choose which ones we want to keep and which ones we want to release. This awareness is the first step towards a more mindful and peaceful life. Number 3, the present is a gift, finding peace in the now. Anxiety often stems from our preoccupation with the past or the future. We find ourselves caught in a web of thoughts, unable to break free. We dwell on past mistakes or worry about what might happen in the future. These thoughts can consume us, making it difficult to enjoy the present. But the truth is, the only moment we ever have is the present moment. This is where life truly happens. Think about it. The past is gone and the future is not guaranteed. We can only live in the now. All we have is this very breath, this very moment. It's a gift that we often overlook. When we focus our attention on the present, we step out of the cycle of worry and regret. We begin to see the beauty around us. There's a Zen saying, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. This is where true tranquility lies. Living in the present moment doesn't mean we ignore our responsibilities or pretend that problems don't exist. It means we face them with clarity. It simply means that we approach each moment with a sense of awareness and acceptance. We embrace what is rather than what was or what might be. We focus on what we can control in this moment and we let go of the rest. This is the essence of mindfulness. Imagine you're holding a cup of tea. You can worry about spilling it, or you can savor the aroma, the warmth, the taste of the tea in this very moment. The choice is yours. Choose to be present. By practicing mindfulness and focusing on the present moment, we can find a sense of peace and calm amidst the chaos of life. This is the path to true serenity. So, embrace the journey, finding peace within. Alan Watts's teachings remind us that anxiety is a natural part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to define us. By learning to ride the waves of anxiety, becoming aware of our thoughts, and embracing the power of the present moment, we can find greater peace and clarity in our lives. These lessons are not a one-time fix. They're a lifelong journey of self-discovery and growth. The more we practice them, the more naturally they'll become a part of who we are. So, I encourage you to start incorporating these teachings into your daily life. See how they can help you navigate challenges, find peace within, and live a more fulfilling life. If you enjoyed these insights and want to explore more wisdom for a meaningful life, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Until next time, take care and keep learning.